Right. I think we are live.
We are live. We are live. Okay. Welcome, everybody from everywhere in this world, whether you're in America, whether you're in Ghana, Africa, wherever you are at. We are so pleased to have you here today. And obviously, we are not going to disappoint because you are here just to listen about pre and post Christmas detox. Well, this is a conversation from the fitness lifestyle coach, and today I have here two change agent, very influential women. One is a doctor and one is an experienced detox, I don't know, nutritionist, call her that way. She is going to share how she has used her detox to help her own lifestyle. And the doctor is going to add the medical aspect of detox to it so that when you go and you start your own detox, you'll be able to do it the safe way. Okay, so I will put the question out there. I'm so excited, as you can see. I'll put a question out there. Should I start with Diamond Lady? And I will say, what is
Oh
detox to
my,
you?
why me? All right. Hi everyone. I'm glad to be on here tonight to share my own experience with everybody else. So just as Maggie has thrown the question at me, detox, which most people know, it's all about taking out the toxins from our system or our body, as most people term it to be. And look at detox as in wanting to lose weight. So they think that if they do the detox, that is how best they are going to lose weight. And there are so many myths and a whole lot about detox. So for now, maybe I'll just leave it there, and then Dr. Ario could add a bit to it as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you've done a great job, Diamond Lady. Thank you, guys. Hello, everyone. I can see you, but I'm sure you were there. Yeah, so I mean, detox, the word itself is just a short form of detoxification. And like Diamond Lady rightly said, detox is just something you're doing to get rid of toxins, remove or eliminate toxins or reduce the amount of toxins in the body. And I think the word itself is such a broad term because detox can mean different things to many people. And I think most people are used to the periodic form of, detox where they're just intensely doing something through, I mean, I won't give a lot away yet, but whatever they're doing at that time to help them to detoxify. Or like we mentioned as well, people do detox to lose weight because within that time, you're sort of limited in terms of the nutritional content that you're having or calorie intake that you're having when you're doing an intentional detox. So you can, of course, do detox to lose weight. But detox is something that is not new. It's something that physiologically our body actually does that every day. Our body works to
Yes,
detoxify itself. So, of course, then we can do some things to help the body, but it's actually the body that is doing the job. And the body has the capacity to do that. But we are doing what we can do to then support the body in that function. Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
So, doctor, if I may just pick your brain a little bit, detox to me is almost like a negative subject because I believe the liver and the kidney does its own detox. So why do we need as human beings to try and detox as well?
Yes. So I think like what we're saying, what we are doing is getting rid of toxins. So I think the question is, where are we getting the toxins from?
Mhm.
Then that answers why it is important for us to detox and also help the body. So naturally from physiological functions of the body, like digestion, breaking down things in the body naturally through its normal functions produces a level of toxins anyway in the body, all right, without us even contributing to it. The body, by how it functions, normally produces a level of toxin that it needs to work to get rid of. But of course, when we are talking about toxins, we also expose our body to different, kinds of toxins. So a poor diet can expose us to more toxin, more insult on the body and a buildup of toxin. things in the environment, pollution in the environment, which we don't have control over, or most of the time we don't have control over, can also increase our exposure to toxins to the body. Antibiotics, even medications that we take, can be to some extent can put toxins in the body. So and of course our own environment, even in our homes, the things we use, detergents, things that we use even in our home, cooking utensils, a lot of things, the products we use on our body, perfumes and things, has a level of toxin in it. So, without even thinking about it, through general living of life, we are exposed to diverse and different forms of toxins. So that, of course, can also be overwhelming, for the body. So like you rightly said, the liver is our major organ actually in helping us in the detox process in the body. The kidney, of course, plays a part. Even our digestive tract plays a part. But, because we're putting all these external, exposures, on the body, that also means that sometimes the body is a bit overwhelmed. So we consciously and intentionally have to do things that will eliminate some of those toxins that we have control over externally, and also how we support the body on a daily basis to help to clear some toxins in the body. Yeah. So that's why there's a need for that.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Wow. Toxins are everywhere.
Yes.
They are.
Even on our skin, everywhere we put on. So, Diamond Lady, when you started your detox journey, what made you want to go through the whole detox journey?
So, with the detox journey, it was because I thought I was so bloated somehow, a lot of discomfort in my stomach area. And then I was having a lot of issues around in my colon as well. I could feel that when I was swallowing food and all that, I was having a lot of discomfort and all that. And I knew definitely detox could help to solve that issue. It could help me to eliminate the food substances that was causing all those discomforts in my body. Hence, I gave it a go. I decided to stop certain foods at certain times, and then just to make sure that, well, that is not what is causing the issue, or maybe this is what is causing the issue, until I got to that point where I thought, well, definitely that is what is causing the issue, and I'm going to try and reduce the amount of whatever it is. Like beans. I use beans as an example. I noticed I was getting bloatiness. Most people get bloatiness from beans anyway. But then eating in a certain quantity means I still will get my energy levels and I'll still get the nutrients, but then I'm not going to be eating it in a wider quantity or a wider range. So my main aim about detox is probably, I would say, is completely different from what people class as detox. You know, I will not give so much away. Definitely, just as the doctor said earlier, I'm not going to give so much away about detox, but then there's so much about detox.
Oh, okay. So when you started your detox, how often did you detox? Was it like every single day or maybe once a week or
No,
something?
in the past years, some years ago where I started detox, I was doing it like once every month, every now and then. Initially, I started detoxing because I thought, you know what, the mindset of wanting to lose weight or something of that sort. When you see people and they go, "Oh, I've done detox and it's going to help you lose weight and all that." But then we always forget that we are all different people. Something that might have helped you, Maggie, wouldn't be good for me, or something that might have helped Dr. Aru wouldn't be good for me. So um initially in the past years, it was just a try and error something. People are just excited about it. And I thought, oh, let's also give it a go and all that. After doing all my courses in nutrition and health, I got more knowledge about it. I got more insight about it, and just thought, well, what people are thinking detox is not really what it is. So instead of doing it like once a year or as many times within a year, I rather changed it, and then now I tend to do it almost every weekend or every other weekend. So I don't do it every day.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's very interesting.
Just to add to what Diamond Lady is saying, I think there's a lot of myths and misconceptions about what detox is, and often I think the media or the social media paints a different picture, and people always think is some stringent procedure that you have to go through to detox, or
Yes.
there's a particular thing that you have to do. But like what we're saying is that detox is actually a normal process of life, in terms of when it comes to our body, when it comes to
It
our
could be
health.
an everyday.
Exactly. And what I think what Diamond Lady was alluding to is that she got to a place in her life where she felt her health wasn't as she wanted. She was starting to feel some discomfort in her belly. She was feeling bloating, uncomfortable. I mean, if you've ever been bloated before, you know how uncomfortable that can be. And for some people, it can be like a daily occurrence. And she noticed that, okay, there might be some things in my diet that was actually contributing to how I was feeling. And so she started paying attention to that and making changes. That, of course,
Exactly.
her trigger for wanting to look more into detox, because she then started doing it and saw the benefits that it could give her. In terms of, should we be waiting to a specific time to be able to do detox? Really, I would say that I think some of us are even naturally detoxifying without knowing that that's what we're doing, because of what we eat
Mm-hmm.
in our diet, we're doing, and that's good. I want everyone that is listening to have that idea that is something that we could mindfully and intentionally actually be doing on a daily basis to help us. Because when we think of detox, it's not that kind of the ones that you've been reading about, but it's actually, things like, as simple as having more fiber in your diet, can be is a form of detox, to the body. As simple as having a bit of water every day with lemon in it is a form of detox. Actually, you're doing, even though it's a very gentle form of detox. So it's not as big and as bad as sometimes
Yes.
we make it seem. Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. That subject still, I don't know. It makes me want to ask a little bit more questions. For example, um, like the negativity of detox that I've read about,
Yeah.
people are using detox to lose weight. And from
Mm.
doing a lot of fitness, I know there is the basal metabolic rate, which is the amount of calories that each person needs when they are at rest for their organs to keep functioning. So
Mm,
whenever we exercise, and that is like the least calories we need anyway before we
mm,
go on to the total daily energy expenditure to calculate how much we need to eat.
yeah.
So if people are using detox as their main source of dieting or losing weight, how is that? And they are not getting the correct amount of calories. How is that going to affect their body in the long run?
Yeah, I think that's not the right way actually to lose weight. Of course, it has its benefits, okay. And when it comes to weight loss, really losing weight drastically within a short period of time is often not the best way to lose weight. Yeah, because what happens, it involves a lot of calorie restriction. Okay, so like you rightly said, you're not getting even the right amount of nutrients that you need to be having to support your body in its normal functions. Yeah, so you're putting your body under a lot of unrealistic pressures, okay, to achieve the weight. You achieve it. The question is it sustainable? So juicing as itself can be a diet. It cannot be a sustainable diet, because you are going to need nutrients for your body on a daily basis for the rest of your life, for as long as you live. So the question is, are you going to sustain that? And normally what happens is that people get carried away with all this diet, fats on the market, and they want to do it. They do it, maybe they're disciplined enough to do it for 3 months. After 3 months, they lose the weight, they look fantastic, and then they just drop, because they cannot really carry on with it. And then what tends to happen is that they pile on the weight again, right? And actually pile on more weight than they started with. And then they can't get back again. So they get through this yo-yo sort of, diet, and that's not good. So definitely from a doctor's medical point of view and the safety point of view, you cannot use juicing as, your diet, for life. it might help you in the short term, in addition to other things you're doing to help you to lose weight, to get to the place you need. But you need to have, a healthy lifestyle, generally, a healthy lifestyle in terms of diet, which gives your body the right amount of nutrients it needs to sustain it. And also, of course, the physical activity, which we have been doing, isn't it? With our
Yes,
14 challenge,
exactly.
the benefit of physical activity, and of course health. There's so many other modalities of things that support our health in terms of connections with other people, like we are relating together. All those things play important role in our overall health. So we can't base juicing alone as the main source of or the main way of trying to lose weight. That is not realistic.
Yeah, just to add a bit to what Doctor just said, I mean, from my own experience, and usually that is what I recommend for people to not to go into that strict detoxing, because it is definitely not healthy, and from my experience, I make sure I eat the normal amount I want to eat, and then still do a bit of detox, and that works perfectly.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's really interesting. So, did you, Diamond Lady, when you were detoxing, did you lose? Sorry, you're coughing. So, when you were detoxing, did you feel your energy drop, or were you still having all the calories that you needed in your food and in the detox process?
Right. Just as I said earlier on, with my detox, the kind of detox I do, I advise that you the right amount of food. Just come to me in a minute because I don't know. I think I've got a bit of tickle in my throat.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I think when it comes to detox, I think what makes it a detox is the products that you're using, as part of your detox. So you can have a healthy diet, of course, with your fruits and veg, and making sure you're having less, or none of processed foods and all that and everything. So you can have a healthy lifestyle, but you can then consciously incorporate foods that actually support the natural detoxification in the body. Yeah. So we're talking about when it comes to like fruits and veg. Like citrus fruits are very good, for detoxifying. So you find that people would incorporate a lot of maybe lemons or lime or oranges and things like that, citrus fruits in their detox during the detox. Leafy green vegetables are also a good source because of the nutrients that they have in them, the antioxidants. Yeah, because remember, when we are saying we are removing detox, what we are doing is essentially removing free radicals, which cause oxidative stress in the body. So what we are doing is try to support the body by giving it antioxidant rich foods that will help us to be able to clear those toxins. So we know that we can find them in citrus fruits, we can find them in cruciferous vegetables. So we're talking about broccoli, we're talking about lettuce, cabbage. We can find them in things like spinach, kale, So during the detox process, if you're intentionally like doing it for a period of time, in that period, you're going to incorporate more of those kind of foods, or probably going to have just those kinds of foods in your diet in that particular time. That's if someone is saying, okay, for the next 7 to 14 days, I am consciously going to detox. Okay. So that way they are conscious of the kind of foods that they are eating. They're eating foods that are less, that are more anti-inflammatory and reduce the inflammation in the body, which builds toxins in the body. Yeah. So you're consciously just targeting foods and products that actually support detoxification in the body. That's what makes it different to just, okay, let me just eat healthy, and you're eating healthy. And also, of course, how often you detox varies for everybody. And I think it all depends on your baseline. If you're the kind of person, like I know Diamond Lady, she's generally very health conscious. She's a healthy
Definitely.
lifestyle, make it part of her daily, and that's what we should all be aiming for. So she does that all the time. Okay, so for someone like her, if she said, okay, I'm just going to detox every weekend or every other weekend, even, because generally her diet is good, generally
Yeah.
she's physically active, generally she's a happy person. Do you understand? So whereas if you have someone the average person who does not exercise much, who does not eat, the healthy stuff much, which is a lot of the general population, then, being conscious to say, okay, maybe once a month, even once a month, if all else fails, I'm going to dedicate a week of that month to actually consciously detox myself, to get rid of all the toxins that I've exposed myself to in the month. Then I think that's adequate. But the reason I don't think there's no specific guideline as to how often you should detox if you're actually doing it on a daily basis, through what you eat and drink.
Oh, okay.
Right. I think I'm
I'll
ready
take
to
that
talk
on board,
now.
Doctor.
Just a
Once
little
a month. Yes, I'm a lady. Sorry.
All right, no, don't worry. So, with you asking if I actually lost weight when I did the detox, because in the past when I had done the detox, I will usually weigh myself before I go into the detox, and just as Dr. Ario rightly said, I am cautious about what so when I make up my mind I want to detox, then I know definitely I am going to rather increase the amount of fruits and veg I have been eating already. So it's not really any drastic change. It is just the amount of increasing them. And instead of me just munching on a veg or a fruit, I would rather blend it.
Yeah.
As in, if I'm going to have a spinach stew, I'm not going to have a spinach stew. I'm rather having spinach, apples, bananas, and then blending them all together to it's like a liquid form and include that in my daily diet. So it wasn't purposefully just to say, oh, I'm not eating anything, but I was doing all that for myself and it's helped me so well. And
Yeah.
I did lose a bit of weight.
So what were some of the I know you've mentioned spinach already and maybe other fruits, but what sort of fruits did you particularly target and why did you use those fruits? Or those kind of foods, not just fruit, but maybe foods.
Most of these fruits and veggies anyway, they give us a lot of vitamins in any way. And when you look at or when you read more or investigate more about detox, it's more of eating fruits and veg that has high fiber in it, and then all the anti-inflammatory. So mostly I was not really selective with these, but it is usually recommended that you go for fruits such as oranges that has that roughage in it, and that oranges naturally, I mean back from home, when you're not able to visit the private place, they tell you a lot of oranges and that is going to help you to get rid of
Mm.
whatever is in your tummy. So it's mainly oranges, the berries, all those types of different berries, the strawberries, the blueberries, everything berries. All of that
Yes.
helps to give you all the vitamin C, the vitamin E, and the vitamin K. We look for the potassium in all these other fruits and veggies, like the spinaches and then the kale and then the cabbage. Oh, and also celery. There are so many things you can combine, but then you will have to combine it in the right amount and then use it in the right proportion, because
Yeah.
you don't definitely want to have um coming out of that situation whereby you have like an acid reflux issue or have any other medical issues. Well, I'll leave the medical side to doctor because I
Yeah.
think about
Like
all those
what she
things before.
No, I think what Diamond Lady is trying to say that even though um, during the time of detox, that you're using more fruit and veg, isn't it? Essentially, that's what you're doing.
Yes,
You're using
yes,
more.
yes,
You're using micronutrients. So, I mean, for people that don't know, you have your macronutrients, which is your carbohydrates, your protein, your fats, okay? And then you have your
yes.
micronutrients, which generally you get from your fruits and veg, okay? And that's actually, even though that's the one that we should all really be eating a lot of because that's the lifesaver, okay? That's where
Of
we have all
course.
the vitamins, or everything that we need, the nutrients that we really need to help the body to absorb, even our macronutrients, to help the body to heal itself, to help the body's immune system to replenish itself, to regenerate ourselves and repair ourselves, is all in your fruit and veg, whether you like it or not. So when you are doing detox, like she rightly said, you are constantly increasing more of those in your diet. Essentially, that's what you're doing. But also the way you consume it might be different, because you can say you're having spinach stew, but instead of having spinach stew, which you of course have boiled and everything, probably lost some of those nutrients, you might want to blend it instead as a smoothie. You might juice it. And most people, when they're doing detox, do a lot of juicing. Okay. And the difference between you juicing and blending is that with the juicing, you are removing the fiber from it. Yeah. All the pulp and everything you're taking out, you're just having the liquid part of it. Okay. There's advantages to that. And then if you're doing the smoothie, which most people do, is actually you're putting everything, you are getting everything from those products that you're using. Now, what you don't want to do is get carried away because you're doing juicing or blending. You take too much of it, first of all, because first of all, you have to put a lot of fruit to get amount of liquid, right? So you might end up consuming too much of that. Yeah, so bear in mind whether it's vegetable or fruit, it's still calorie, right? Or nutrients. So you might end up actually consuming too much, get too much sugar spikes, actually, particularly for people that are diabetic. If they're doing their detox and they're using more fruits, which of course has natural sugars, that can give them like sugar spikes, which might actually then be a disadvantage to what you're trying to do. Okay, so it's really about knowing the quantities of fruit and veg to use, and it's not about going to get a special scale to be measuring it. You don't need that at all, but just be sensible in terms of if you're going to put fruits, you want to put less and put more of the veggie stuff. Okay, if you're someone that has got gastric problems, so you have more acidity, you're producing more acidity, then you might have to be a bit cautious with your citrus fruits, when you're using them. So it's just about knowing, have some form of knowledge behind doing, as opposed to let me just go with the flow and just juice and blend and drink as much as I want.
Yeah, you talking
really
about that.
Sorry, Diamond Lady, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to add just a little bit to what Dr. Ario said about someone who has acid issues and all that. I, for say, have acid reflux issues, and I am cautious with what I do with my detox. I take in something solid before I do anything detox wise, because if I should take in the acidic things first, definitely I am not going to have a good week or a good month or maybe a whole year. It's going to be tossing back and forth, and then being in bed forever, or just vomiting the whole day. And sometimes we try to advise people these detox, it's not right to just have it on an empty tummy, because of the side effects sometimes it comes with. Well, I am not going to push too quick. I'm sure you're going to ask all those questions anyway.
Thanks for that. No, that is a really interesting point, because I thought when you're going to start detoxing, you just do it on empty stomach, so that it just, I don't know, cleanse whatever detox is cleansing. But hey, now I know not to do it on an empty stomach, so I'm not even going to try that. Doctor, when you were talking, you mentioned something that was really interesting about like being diabetic and maybe trying to go into detox. So one of the questions that I had was, if a diabetic person or somebody on dialysis decided, for example, they wanted to start detoxing, what sort of advice will you give them? I mean, mind you, whatever we are saying here is not an advice for you to go and implement it, saying that Maggie Welton, Dr. Liviario, and Diamond Lady said I should do that. This is just a conversation. So, hey, disclaimer alert. Yeah, you've just said it. So, but what sort of advice would you normally give a person who wants to detox and they are that ill, in either diabetic or on dialysis?
Yeah, I mean, I think healthy lifestyle is important for everyone, but particularly it's even more important for anybody that has any health conditions. Yeah, so I think if you have any health problems like diabetes or on dialysis, it's always good that whatever intervention that you're going to take in terms of any particular diet, or be it detox, that you always have that conversation with your doctor anyway, because you want to first of all make sure that what the products that you're going to use in your detox is not going to even interfere with the medications that you're taking. So that's always important, because we know things like grapefruit, which is good source of citrus, and it should usually, people use it for their detox, can also, have a negative effect or make a lot of medications ineffective. So it's always important to say, okay, doctor, I'm going to do this. Is it okay for me to take it, do that? Or so it's always good to seek that advice. But I don't think there is any danger or any risk, as a rule of thumb, if you want to detox. Like we've actually just said, that detox is not, we sort of hopefully demystify some of the things. It's not really a dangerous thing. It's something that actually we are doing naturally every day. If you're the kind of person, you're eating a lot of a variety of vegetables, you're actually detoxifying your body. So, and we know diabetics actually do benefit from such healthy lifestyle, having more fruits, more vegetable in their diet. Of course, you have to be more careful with the fruits, like I've said, because of the natural sugar content. But in terms of, as a rule, even if you are on dialysis, you should be able to detoxify. Essentially, what you're doing is that you're eating well. You're keeping, you're having a better diet, okay? If you're going to go on any special detox, which I'm not an expert at, okay, because you do have all these companies that say they're doing cleansing program or whatever, and they have, specific things they are using in their cleansing regime, for you, then, I'm no expert in that, so I probably cannot advise you. But if that's the case, always make sure you've had that conversation with your doctor, and make sure that it is safe for you to actually even go and spend your money and do that or not. Yeah.
Can I just say, for those listening, if you have any questions and you'd like to type it in the machine you are listening on, we will be able to see it and get back to you with an answer. So if you've got any question out there, can you just ask it by typing, and we will get back to you on that one. So yes. I shall just move on. There are no questions at the moment, so I'll just move on with our next topic, and this will go to Diamond Lady. So pre-Christmas detox, right? People are ready. People are getting ready. Look, coronavirus is that what it wants to do to us, right? But now we are looking forward to Christmas, and yes, people have already eaten a lot, drank a lot, and they are going into the Christmas celebration where they'll probably be doing just as much. What sort of advice will you have for them pre-Christmas, and then after all the eating is done, post-Christmas?
Well,
is that for me or Diamond Lady, isn't it?
Dr. Diamond Lady first, and then
it looks like Doctor wants to go ahead. Doctor, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Well,
Diamond Lady,
well. If you have one who has not been taking good care of themselves, I wouldn't really say taking good care of themselves. Obviously, with the pandemic that is happening, I mean, everywhere in the world, it's not just one person's home. And people are somehow becoming more of like comfort eaters, and then just grabbing and eating anything at all without thinking about it. Even though there are some who have become more of health cautious and doing their exercises and all that. I know people who say, oh, I can eat anything and drink anything, any amount, and then I will still be fine. No, that is not it. You need to be adding some exercise to it anyway. So with my advice for everybody for towards Christmas, which is pre-Christmas and then after Christmas, is let's detox a natural way. I am all about the natural way. And then the natural advice I will give is the drinking of more water. Is just to help our own liver and kidney to do its duty. The liver and kidney does its duty already. So if you're someone who have not been drinking lots of water, this is the chance for you, be drinking more water. But if you're someone who drinks lots of alcohol, this is also the chance for you to reduce the intake of alcohol, and then reduce the intake of sugar, and having a lot of sleep. All these are of a regime of getting our natural body doing its own natural detox for itself. You don't really have to go on a detox plan out there, because there are a lot of people who are just claiming and saying, oh, do this detox to have a very, very good skin, or do this detox to have nice nails, or do this detox to have that glowing face. I mean, somehow some of these people, I would say, could be using Photoshop and then portraying something else to us, because we haven't really gone to them to see them physically. So it's best if you let the body take its own natural course. And if you would want to do any detox for yourself, then increase the intake of fruits and veg. And just as Dr. Ario said earlier on, instead of maybe having a stew or whatever, whereby you have reduced the nutrients of those fruits and veg, why not have it the raw state, which most people go for anyway? So they do the raw detox. So you, instead of cooking these fruits and veg, you would rather blend them, and then you've got every nutrient in there just to support what you are already eating. So it will be a matter of still enjoying what you like, but then you're going to reduce the amount of food you eat, so that this detox drink or this detox smoothie you've made could just supplement it, and then you're good to go. Well, that is my personal advice.
It's a good advice. It's a good advice. I think, of course, with celebration comes food, right? So Christmas time is a time to feast for a lot of people, and that's one of the things I like. You can visit as many people. Okay, of course, now with COVID, people might not want me to come to their house, but normally
We'll have
you can.
Zoom party, yeah,
Exactly.
Zoom party and drink.
No bubbles. Just choose your bubble, doctor.
Yeah,
Choose your
yeah.
bubble and stay with it.
I said that, isn't it? So we can't go around before, you can just go to around to as many of your friends' house and then just, enjoy food, and of course eating late, to the early hours of the morning, which is not good. But it's something we don't do, of course, all the time. Christmas comes around one time. But what to add to what Diamond Lady has said, I would say that if you already have a routine in place, okay, if you already are maintaining a healthy lifestyle, why ruin it in 2 weeks? Okay. So everything that you've been doing throughout the whole year, looking after yourself, eating well, hydrating well, don't say because of Christmas, then undo everything that you've been doing. So whatever good works you're doing, in terms of your lifestyle, then try and maintain it even throughout. Now, in terms of preparing yourself for that feast on Christmas Day, things that you can do. I mean, mentioned it, have more veg in your diet. And if you're going to do that, then like we said, have more of extra stuff, more ingredients in your
Oh, yeah.
so, I always say, okay, so that we're getting all the colors and diet, okay? It's always better to have the raw, fresh one and or one.
Doctor, we are losing. We're losing you over there. There is a lot of static in there, and we've lost probably half of what you said about going into Christmas. Sorry.
Okay, am I back now? Can you hear me now?
You are back. You are back.
Oh, thank you. Because I could see myself and I was happily talking away.
Thank you for joining us again.
So, you're welcome. So what I was saying is that, like Diamond Lady was saying, just be more conscious in sort of basically enhancing or maximizing the healthy habits that you're already doing. So have more fruits and veg in your diet. Have a rainbow of them and a variety. That's the way I always remember. Just have a variety of fruits and veg, but even more more for more of the berries, more of the citrus fruits, more of if you're having leafy, have more leafy green, dark green vegetables. Okay, whatever variety that you want them in, that's what you should be aiming for. Hydration is always important, and it's really important for the body for detox. 70% of our body is made of water, so our body actually needs that. So well done. Make sure that you are really hydrating yourself, okay? And what you can even do to enhance that detox is that instead of having just water, add a bit of lemon in it, add a bit of lime in it. The other thing that you can also do is that have a jug of water, put all those fruits we are talking about, so a few berries, a few oranges, of course you chop them, a few berries, and then keep it overnight. So it actually diffuses all those nutrients and everything in the water. So you drink it the next day, That's another way of actually having a gentle detox. And that could be something you do every day anyway, And water tastes better actually when you have a bit of fruit in it. So you can do that. Also make sure other things that you can have to help with the detox, like beverages, is like green tea. Okay. So you can have more green tea, this period, okay? You can have it every day of the year, but you can have more green tea. Green tea helps because of some certain components it has in it. It actually helps the liver to detoxify better. So you can have green tea instead of maybe when after dinner everyone is having a cup of tea. Why not make yours green tea instead? So it's as simple as things like that. You can have more herbs in your spices in your diet this season. So things like turmeric, things like garlic, things like ginger, make it a habit of having more of that in your diet, and that will also help to detoxify the body as well. You can even put it in water. You can put it as a drink. We know that already. We have ginger tea, and all that. Then, of course, if all else fail, you can have the supplements, okay? But you don't have to do that if you're actually doing what you're supposed to do. So yeah, and then Kata, when during the Christmas time itself, as much as you can, don't overeat. Don't overeat. Don't eat too late, in the night, okay, because you're not helping your body to do its job. So try as much, be cautious, try and eat more diet during the time as well. So I think we said all of it actually, but if you're doing that, I think you should be fine this Christmas season.
Wow, I think you've spoken a lot. I'm going to have to
she has.
listen to everything you said again because honestly, like the ones that popped out to me is like, don't overeat and don't eat too late into the night. And I think currently my understanding of detox is changed so much from coming here and looking at it in a very negative way to what you two have just explained. And I am thinking, yes, maybe I'm going to put a lot of oranges and lemon and those kind of fruit into water, soak it overnight, let all the juices diffuse into the water, and then drink the water. Oh, by the way, can I give it to my children as well? Is this all right?
Yes, children can have it. Children, of course, can have it. Yeah.
So there's a type also called. Yeah, I'll let you finish talking.
No. Children can have it. There's no reason why not. They can have it as well. Yes.
Yes, there's this detox water called Detox Fresco. So with Detox Fresco, it's the same way as Dr. Ario said. You leave it in the fridge overnight, but you add to the water chia seeds. So chia seeds, it takes a bit of time before it actually tries and bloats up a little bit in water. You can use chia seeds on your cereal or whatever instantly, but you can also use it in water. That is when the detox water, the name is then changed to Detox Fresco. So it has lots of fruits and veg in there. Then you add chia seeds in it and then leave that in the fridge overnight. And that is also a very, very good detox for the body as well.
It's really interesting you have just said that, Diamond Lady, because I was going to ask you if you had recipes already prepared so that you could share it in the group and anybody can have a look at it and maybe get inspiration,
You
aka
know me,
copy
I
your
always have
recipes.
loads and loads. I always have loads and loads and loads. And some of them I have named them myself.
All right, so putting you in a corner right now. Are you prepared to share some of your some of your recipes on the group so that all the change
Why not?
agents and the royals and anybody out there
Yes,
will get
definitely,
access to it?
definitely. I will
Thank you very
definitely share
much.
it. And then
Thank you very much. Well, I was even going to probably ask if we should do a detox week, but since detox is got to fit everybody's lifestyle and it is so individual, there's almost no point saying do a detox week. So you can do it whenever now. Everybody has the information out there
Yeah.
to go and carry out their own detox. And of course, if you have any questions, how can people reach the two of you to ask like individual question? I know we are all in the same group as in fitness lifestyle coaching, but if people are in your group or the other group and they want to get access to you, Diamond Lady, I'll start with you first. How can they reach you?
on Facebook, well, there's that group which most people might already know, which is Sister Eat, Fit, Lose, where we do all that natural losing weight, and then it's all about eating natural and losing weight the natural way. So it's mainly about health, health, health. Healthy lifestyle that leads to weight loss and sustaining the weight loss. And so we just added just a little bit of exercises to it within a day or within a week. And then we are definitely seeing results. Well, I can testify to that because I do it. I don't just put things out there and say, go ahead and go and do a jogging. I make sure I put myself through it myself so that you can see whatever I am gaining from it, the benefits I'm gaining from it. So you're more than welcome to send me questions as well. My personal Facebook, which is Vinny and Vinci Vinci. Well, I know it's quite hard to mention all that name, but or you can find Sister Eat Fit Lose our page where you can also send us message on there as well. But before I go quickly, I don't know if you are ever going to ask us that question about side effects of detox at all.
I
Just a
was going to ask that later. I
all
didn't
right,
want to
I'll leave that
forget
there.
the contact because we are at the place where it fitted in nicely. Yeah.
Okay, myself, I think people can reach me on my social media platform. So on Dr. Ario page or Fit for Purpose, that's an organization that I founded, which is really to support people in their health. I do, of course, as a doctor, I also provide lifestyle coaching anyway for individuals and for groups. So if you want to know more about that, you can always message me on those platforms and I would get back to you. Or of course, speak to Maggie, reach out to Maggie or Vinny, and then and say, I'm looking for Dr. Aria, and point you in the right direction as well. That's me.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Definitely.
also on Instagram anyway.
I'll be pointing all of them in your direction, you too. Honestly, yeah. Everybody goes to them. They are just so knowledgeable ladies, and I am happy that you bring your questions to them. Leave me out.
Go run off.
Well, as to how you can reach me, I really do a lot of fitness stuff. So detox is not part of what I talk about, but it came up. I was interested in. Some people were interested in pre and post Christmas detox, so we put it out there. Suggested it to the ladies to talk about it, and they were very excited, as you can see, to talk about it. So I have learned a lot. If you need to find my group, it's also on Facebook. It is a group called Fitness Lifestyle Coaching, where I help people who want to improve their health and vitality through fitness, and basically to improve their lifestyle. And it has to complement your own lifestyle. So we don't impose on you. We help you to develop your own fitness lifestyle. And this week, or in the past 2 weeks, we've been doing a 14-day challenge, which is
Yeah.
losing belly fat challenge. And tomorrow is our big reveal after the 14-day. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait, ladies. I cannot wait to see how much like weight I lost, how much muscle I built, and everything. It's been
Yeah.
amazing. It's been amazing. Yeah. Um so Vinny, quickly, side effect of detox,
Detox.
please.
That is if you're doing the strict detox, which most people tend to do, because with detox, some people tend to do fasting, which is part of detox. They tend to fast for a while, and then right after fasting, they cut out some food from their diet, maybe let's say wheat, and then all those other carbohydrates from their diet. So that is a form of detox as well. And there's that type where they go into water drinking, or they go solely into liquid dieting of some sorts. So if people are doing all those very, very strict detox for themselves, there is definitely bound to be some disadvantages. Whenever there is advantages, you definitely have to find a sister of disadvantage hanging on somewhere. And you see, most of these people either tend to have a lot of headache, which naturally comes along if you are cutting out certain food essentials that you need for your body, or your body needs to operate on. So they tend to start getting headaches, or they get dizzy, and their energy level becomes very, very low, even though they are thinking that they are detoxing so that they get more power and more energy. It rather goes down the opposite way for them. And there are so many things that people experience when they tend to go on those strict detoxing, which is in a form like a dieting system. So I would definitely not say to people do 100% detox. I wouldn't say I'm against it. Each one for themselves, isn't it? People have different experiences at different times. What I might have or see as a side effect might not be a side effect for someone else. All because with this detox as well, some people tend to use more of acidic products like the apple cider vinegar. Then at the end of the day, they tend to either have that issues, or sometimes their colon or their throat burns from this acidic stuff that they are taking in, because some people use too much of either lemon or too much of this apple cider vinegar. And acid tends to burn. It tends to burn the body. It can burn your throat area, and that becomes another form of sickness or another form of disease for yourself. And I don't think anybody would like to do that. Some people even end up getting stomach ulcers from detoxing. That is if you don't do it the right way. But hey, what is the right way, and then what is not the right way of detox? Well, some of us have used our body as an example, and for now we know what the right way is, and we are willing to show other people how to go about it as well.
Yeah. So I mean, just to add to it, I think like anytime that you're making changes to your to your lifestyle, there's always going to be it's a change to the body, so it's something that your body might not be used to, particularly like we're saying, if you are the kind of person that you are not, your diet is generally not that great, and then all of a sudden you just want to make this drastic change, your body will respond to it. But detox itself, the process of detoxing itself, can generate initially some symptoms. I wouldn't even say it's a side effect. No, no, yeah, it is a side effect. Sometimes people might say, "Oh, am I reacting, or am I having an allergy or something to this thing I'm taking?" But actually, it's just a side effect of the detox process. Yeah. So often, most people naturally things will settle down anyway if you just persist. It all depends on what you are doing and what you're using. If you start using maybe more citric fruits, and maybe you're doing it first thing on an empty stomach and you notice symptoms, then you then stop it. You can stop that, or you can decide, okay, let me have something before I have that, just like Dr. Diamond. just, just like Diamond Lady.
Promotion, I like that.
Just like Diamond Lady, she noticed in her case and she decided, okay, let me eat before I have that. So you might just, once you notice that, okay, actually I'm having an untoward effect from what I'm trying to achieve, then maybe it's like slow down a bit, and maybe either eat before you actually have that thing, or stop it and then start again. Do you understand? Also, maybe the time you are having it is maybe the wrong time. So just, maybe it might even be worth, if you're doing that week, do a diary of symptoms and which products are giving you more discomfort. And then that way, you know what to take out or what actually is causing the problem, and then remove them and then rehab them again and see whether you're still getting the same effect. So it's just being mindful of that. But detox itself, because like your body is used to toxins, okay? When our body is used to, we are happily walking around with lots of toxins in our body, okay? And all of a sudden, you tell your body, wake up, I don't want you here. I don't want toxins here. I'm going to, take you out. Your body is not going to just say, oh, happy days, okay? It's not used to that new change, okay? And so you will manifest symptoms as you're getting rid of those toxins from your body. So it's just like a side effect. But I would say that if it's not unbearable and you can actually tolerate it, then you see that a week or two, actually things will calm down, things will settle down. So headaches might be one of them. You might even feel a bit nauseous. You might actually even feel a bit bloating when you're trying to actually detox yourself. It might be bloating. You might find that you might stool a bit more. Yeah. So those are symptoms that you might notice, but make sure at that time, hydrate yourself even a bit more. Okay. Make sure that if you're not already having those 2 liters of water, that's when you're really doing it. Okay. So make sure you're really hydrating yourself during that time that you're having the detox. And then you will find out that some of those side effects will calm down. But if, of course, you're keeping a diary and there's a specific product that's actually, causing that, then you can, take it out. You don't have to include that in your detox. Okay.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, definitely. When I start, I'm going to keep a diary and see what works for me and what doesn't, so that I will eliminate or add as appropriate. Wow, wow, wow. Just checking the time. We've been talking so much.
Yeah, when you have 3 ladies, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Honestly, like this is just blow my mind. I am so happy you two have taken the time to speak to us and people on Facebook. I can see some love coming on Facebook. Hi everyone. Thank you very much for the love. Benita, Gloria, Debbie. Hey, thanks for joining in. We are rapidly getting to the end of this because it's almost an hour, and I'm conscious that Sunday we need to prepare for Monday and the rest of the week.
Yep.
So I wouldn't keep you ladies too long. Have you got any final words that you would like the people of the whole continent in the world, whenever they are watching this or wherever they are watching this from, to know your one information about detox that you would like them to take away from this, in addition to everything they have? I'll start with you, Doctor.
I would say that, the main reason really we've done this is because of health. Because, your health is important, not just to us, but actually your health should be important to you because it's number one in everything that we have. Okay. So, detox is just a small part of, what should be part of your healthy lifestyle. Okay. So make sure that you are generally looking after yourself. Make a lifestyle, like we said, lifestyle is life, and we are here doing life. So everything that you do, it should be a regular, consistent, intentional thing that you do all the time. So this shouldn't be, a thing that you do in a moment. Okay, Detox could be a safe and regular thing that you incorporate into your lifestyle, either whether you want to do it on a daily basis or every week, whatever. But it's something that you can, safely do that will actually support your body and make you feel well. Because when we have too much toxins in the body, we are opening doors for disease to take place. We are opening doors for, loss of energy, so we don't have energy to, enjoy life. We're opening doors for, reducing our mental clarity. We didn't even talk about some of those things, but these are negative effects of actually having a buildup of toxin in your body. It affects your memory. You're not sharp. You don't have clarity. So it can actually have negative impacts on the body when we have toxins in the body. And that's why it is important for us to detox. So I hope that you've gained a lot. I have even gained a lot just by being part of tonight. So I hope whatever you've taken today, you're not just going to say, it was lovely, but actually what action, what one thing, what two things, or what three things that you've heard today that you're actually intentionally going to action on, moving forward. We're going into a new year. We want to enter it intentionally. We want to make changes that are sustainable regarding our lifestyle. So I hope that you pick something today that you can say, yes, today that's what I've taken and I'm going to work with. So I wish you all the best. And of course, of the season, have a good Christmas.
Thank you, Doctor.
We didn't hear the last
Oh,
bit,
wow.
did we?
Yes, you didn't hear the last bit, but I'm sure you were wishing us all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy
Yes,
New
I
Year.
said compliments of the season. Have a great
Thank you very much, Doctor. Diamond Lady, I'll move to you. What is your message for
Well,
anybody
it looks like
listening to
Doctor
this?
has said all that I wanted to hit on already. So maybe just a little bit to add to it. If you're someone who is not already on a healthy lifestyle, this is the chance for you to go on a healthy lifestyle for your own self. Don't be looking at people out there, watching YouTube or watching people online and just thinking, hey, are they going crazy doing whatever they are doing? It's because we want to portray to the world and tell everybody else that this is something that we are able to do for ourselves. You can also do it for yourself and then do it to better your own life. We don't want to see everybody ill or everybody being admitted to the hospital because they are not taking good care of themselves. If you want to detox, then we will tell you do it the right way. Talk to a specialist, maybe a nutritionist or a doctor. And if you decide to go for those detox pills or detox teas and all that, make sure there is an advice from a specialist or a professional to say, yes, it is right. Yes, I recommend. Don't just go picking anything and thinking, well, Ajua says that helped her, so it's definitely going to help me. Know that we are all individuals, we are all different people. And something that might have worked for one person might not be the best thing that will work for you. Someone might achieve a better result, but you might not even achieve that result as well. So please look after yourself during this season and even in the coming year as well. Detox shouldn't be a thing for only seasonal or a particular time of the year. It should be actually something that is part of your life every day by adding more fruit, veg to your body just to try and help your kidney and the liver function properly. So I hope you've taken a lot of information from us today, and we are always ever ready to give you more information any day, anytime.
Well, thank you very much. Just as well you said that because I'll be knocking on your door very, very soon. I'm not going to bubble with you, but after this whole coronavirus, I'll be knocking on your door to come and get all the messages and all the information that I can get. Well, I will just tell you what I have taken out of this amongst everything, but the most pertinent part that I have taken out of this is to make detox a lifestyle. Because once I make it a lifestyle, it will be part of me. It would affect my whole family. And then together we'll all be able to live a healthier lifestyle, even more than we are already living. So thank you very much. I'll keep a diary of what works for me, what works for us as a family, and then what doesn't, and add and take away as necessary. Well,
Can I say something, please? I wanted to say thank you, Maggie. Thank you, of course, for giving us this opportunity for creating this platform. I always say you're a very remarkable lady, very full of passion, about lifestyle and actually going all out to support as many people as possible. So thank you. Love you. I don't know how to do this thing, though. Let me try it.
No, please, Afna. No, don't do it.
Try
Do it
it,
like a
try
So,
it.
yeah,
No,
so,
that's better, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah, okay. How
Yeah,
about
I need to teach you.
Thank you
Nah.
all, ladies. I think we've all learned something new as well and added something new to our knowledge hub.
Yes. I'll take this opportunity to thank all our viewers out there, all the audience, those who are watching it as we speak, and those who are going to watch it in the future. If you are watching it in the future, well done for getting here, right? And listening to us three ladies just chat about detox pre and post Christmas, and obviously for the rest of our lives if we get there. So thank you for joining us. Look forward to our next topic, which is going to be about mental fitness. Mental fitness. Well, you have been listening to Diamond Lady of Eat Fit Lose. You can find her on Facebook. And Dr. Ario, she has a Facebook page, either AD Ario or Fit for Purpose London. And you've been listening to your fitness lifestyle coach, Maggie Welton. Find me on Fitness Lifestyle Coaching in Facebook groups. Okay, and let us enjoy life as it's meant to be. Thank you, ladies, very
Yes,
much. I am so grateful.
thank you
Have a good
too.
night,
Take care.
everyone.
Have a good one.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.